Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm a little bit calmer today. If you watched my most recent build, which I uploaded, which was actually part 2 of my market and temple build, I had like a massive sugar and caffeine rush and I was super hyper, but I'm more calm today. So if you prefer that, then welcome back. Hopefully maybe I didn't scare you off, but I gave doing a penthouse a go. It's kind of a penthouse. It's a community lot. I always do community lots. I'm sure I'll do a house or apartment build eventually. I hope to do one while I'm away this weekend. I'll just be around my boyfriend's house. He has awful internet, so I can't upload anything. So I'm pre-recording for it's like a very long weekend, which I'm staying around his for, because it's his birthday and we're going to celebrate, and I'm really excited. But yeah, so I'm going to be staying around there, so I won't be able to upload things, so I'm trying to upload and edit them beforehand, so that for once I'm not a terrible YouTuber and when I'm away I actually prepare things. It's a new beginning, you guys. I hope this can be something that I can do, in the future. I've been doing like, I think, regularly uploading. Like, I've been doing at least one build every week, and I've also been doing a let's play each week, and I think I'm gonna upload this second out of the videos which I've prepared for over the weekend. I'm going to, because I'm only going to upload 2, I don't upload every day, but I've also got another let's play which I plan, which was so quick to be able to do. Just, no machinimas, no hours and hours and hours of building. It was just playing for fun, and that was it. And that was really nice and refreshing, and I thought I had fun in that part anyway. But I hope that you enjoyed it. But that means that I can upload more regularly if that is what you're looking for. Maybe some of you are like, oh god, I don't want Zoe to be anymore. I don't want her to be on my subscription box any more than she is already. Don't do that to me. Who knows? If that's the case, that maybe you're not subscribed to me in the first place. But so I tried this a few times. I wasn't really liking it. Well, they were alright. I just didn't feel like I wanted to have something that I felt fit with the building, but kind of not, but looked good as a penthouse. And I can't remember who I was watching. It was someone. I feel really bad for forgetting, but someone said that they wanted to make a penthouse, but they didn't want to make it look as though it was like a house plopped on top. I think maybe it was Devon Bumpkin. Maybe that was who I was watching. I can't remember. But they didn't want to make it look like there was a house plopped on top of the building. They wanted to make it look like it was sort of part of the same building, and that's kind of what had happened with this other thing. Maybe I can, because I saved the build anyway, maybe I could make it work, but I hope that this does it better. I also wanted to do an infinity pool, but I found out that you can't actually build a pool to the edge of this lot. You might be able to on the other ones, but you can't on this one, because there's like an overhang for this lot on the top of the building, and it's like you can't build the pool right to the edge, which is really annoying actually. So there's like a 3 tile bit on one side which I have to leave a gap, because for some reason it's 3 tiles away that you can't do a pool on one side and only 1 on the other. So I cut that off and try and make it look as though it's part of the building and it's meant to be there. And what I did is I did something which I've done before to make it look like there's a pool there, where it's actually just blue tiles. That was what I did, and it was kind of scary because, well, I'm terrified of heights, and I was looking at it and it was like, yeah, but what's actually going to happen is in the screenshots and stuff, yeah, that looks like an infinity pool. Possibly even when your Sims are swimming around, it looks like an infinity pool. But the second that they go and want to have a chat and sit up on the side of the pool, and there's going to be no barrier there, And that terrifies me, even though they're Sims. Like, I wouldn't be able to watch it. So I've done, like, in Dine Out, because this is a restaurant anyway, I thought it would be fine to use the Dine Out pack. And actually, I wasn't really concentrating on which packs I was using in this build. Scrap that. But I used, if you go into Show Hidden Objects, the kind of, the half walls, the thing that you can put on top of the half walls is like a decoration, that glass thing. If you go into BB Show Hidden Objects cheat, then you can actually get just that as a fencing. So I did that. So it's, you kind of can't see it because it's glass and it's really, really short, but it kind of gives the same effect, but it makes me feel a little bit more safe. I don't know. It was stuff of nightmares for me. But I had such massive trouble building this lot. It took me such a long time. There was points where, and I left it in just to prove a point, but sometimes I'd, done it before I started recording. But you'll see over and over again that I'm typing in the bb.moveObjects cheat over and over again in this build. That's because every 10 minutes or so I had to shut down the game, go back in and play it again, because there's been I think if I have released that video where there was a lag in the Let's Play, it was still kind of playable, but there was lag. It was worse with this, but like when you first got in there, it was completely like normal. There was no difference whatsoever. There was no lag, and then like slowly, the lag would just get terrible, and it would be like I would click or say, like, because I used the WASD keys to move around. If this is the wall I was talking about here, but if I was using those, I'd like press the A key and then I'd have to wait 5 seconds and then the camera would move. So I've actually sped this up more than I usually would, because it just took, it was the same, it just took me so much longer, even on the bits where it was not that laggy at all. There were people on Twitter which were talking about ways to fix that. I forgot what I was saying, because my little puppy, my new puppy, if I told you about her, maybe I can take a picture of her and put it in the video, but my puppy had climbed up the stairs, which, she's too young to do it anyway, but she finds a way even through barricades which we put up, and she found a way to push open and open my door, and then I found her running around my room with socks, which I'd left on the floor. And yeah, so now she's sitting on my lap and she's trying to bite the microphone. So I'm sorry if you can hear that. But she's very cute and she's eating my hair. But distractions, I've forgotten what I was talking about. I think it was the lag, but let's stop talking about the lag. I think it was like solutions to the lag though. So, oh well, can you hear her? She's trying to eat the cable. Oh, she's just lonely, I think, because she was downstairs on her room. Oh, is that right? Is that right? She's watching the build as well on my lap, but she's playing with my comb. But she's and I thought she was a Springer Spaniel, but she's a Cocker Spaniel and Springer Spaniel mix. But before she was just like white mostly with like big brown spots, and now she's getting all these little more like freckly spots, and it's really, really cute. And as she's growing up, she's getting like more and more as the weeks go by. But I'm actually going to miss it. I was saying about how I'm going away, but I'm going to miss her first time being able to go for a walk outside, and that makes me so sad. And I've asked my parents to take a video of it so that I can see, because I really don't want to miss it. But we're going to take her, or they're going to take her to a field in the car, so that first, because when she's been going to the vet, she's been really scared. Hey, do you want to get down? Do you want to get down? You alright? What is it? What's up? Maybe it was the mention of the car. But she got really scared. And luckily there was traffic, so I had to jump out of the car on the way to the vet and then open up the boot and carry her around so she could sit on my lap. And she was shaking, and like uncontrollably shaking and whimpering and crying, and it was so heartbreaking. But she calmed down when I've put her on the floor now and she's wrecking havoc in my room. But we then put her back on, like, we were cuddling her and she felt a little bit better. But we thought that if we take her for a first walk in the car, then she'll associate the car with happy things, you know. That's what we're hoping anyway. But we're going to take her to a big field that they play, like, people play football on sometimes, but is mostly used by dog walkers actually. So we're going to take her there because it's mostly enclosed, and that way she can just run around until she gets tired, and it means our other dog will also be able to get enough exercise, hopefully. But we may just pop her back in the car, and because it's only round the corner, to then drive her back home and then walk our other dog back. Hang on 1 second, I think she's going down on the stairs on her own, and that's really bad for her legs. Hang on. It's okay, you guys, no injuries occurred. I always get it to about like the 10-minute mark before I actually start talking about the build, I feel like. But I'm putting in the tables and stuff all around, and I guess I kind of liked these square tables because they had the crosses on them, and I thought that tied in quite well with the windows that we've got. I thought that was pretty cool, and I really wanted to use the new City Living tables with the glass down the middle, but they're massive and you can't really fit in many of those into a build like this. So I then needed like a smaller table, so I just went with the other glass one because it kind of fit. This bit here, by the way, that I've put in like the letterbox and post box or garbage chute or trash chute, I don't know what's the American word for that. And Chutney is back in the room. She's come back upstairs to see me again. And then like some lockers because I thought it could be like a staff room. Do you want to come up here again? Hey, do you want to come up and see me? Are you hoping I go back downstairs with you? I think she's just grabbed my sock, taken it downstairs, and then come back up again. So she can play with it later. I think that's what she's trying to do. Is that right, Chutney? Hey, is that what you're doing? Do you want to come sit on my lap? I really want to add in some pictures. I need to take some more pictures of her anyway, because I've got some of when she was like really, really tiny, but not many of her now that she's a little bit like older. Maybe I'll take a video of her like running around in our living room or something and show you. I'm just hoping, we haven't actually like trained her yet to be able to go to the toilet outside, so I'm hoping that she doesn't take this opportunity to go to the toilet in my bedroom, because I would not appreciate that. But yeah, she's very cute. Anyway, back to the build. So I put in a whole load of toilets, like the talking toilets, and the reason why I did that is actually when I was in Shanghai, I went to this really tall building that was terrifying. It had like, it kind of actually looks like a bottle opener. I don't know if any of you have seen pictures of it, but it's got like a glass floor in the bit which is stuck up the top, and then like a hole, and then the rest of the building. But we went there anyway, and she's come back with my sock. The thing is I've got like clean washing in a basket, and she's taking the socks out of the clean washing basket because I haven't put it away yet. But we went there, and there was like a restaurant thing at the top where we went and had like a few drinks or whatever after going on this bridge. And I thought I was pretty brave, because I did kind of cling to the floor where the metal like railings and stuff were, and I did have to calm myself down because I was very close to a panic attack and crying, but I got through it. But anyway, we went to the point of this story. We went to the bathrooms, and they had the electronic toilets, and like each of the cubicles also had like a floor to ceiling glass window, out onto the city of Shanghai, which was crazy. Like seeing all these like massive skyscrapers beneath you as you're going for a week. It was insane. But someone had played around with the settings, and obviously it was all in Chinese, so I don't know what it said, but someone had played with the settings, and I sat on the toilet and I pressed the button because there was no toilet roll. It was for, you had to clean yourself with the water. So it sprayed, and the thing is someone had thought it was funny to turn it all the way up, so actually what happened is it shot through my legs and splattered all over the ceiling. Because someone had turned it up so, like, that power, like, luckily it didn't touch me actually at all, because I think the force of that water would have hurt a lot. And I don't know why is that a setting to be that high? Maybe it is so that people make a fool of themselves. That's why I feel like that must be what it is. I don't know, but it was funny, to be fair, and I kind of was just pressing random buttons and made it so that I could then actually use it. I did have because not a lot of, well, pretty much no toilets have toilet roll in the places that we went, because the plumbing systems aren't strong enough to handle them. So we would have to use, like, we'd have wet wipes and then put them in the bin. That's what we'd have to do. So I had some in my bag anyway, just in case, you know, but I did end up actually being able to make the toilet work. So that was a relief. But yeah, I wanted to have these, like, new lights sized up, or like the dine out ones, because I still feel like I don't know whether I've used them, but they're so giant and they hang so low that it just makes it so difficult to see anything. And yeah, they're really, really cool, but like the practicality of them is really bad. I don't know. I want to try and use them, but I was going to try, I sized them up to use them in this because I thought it would look cool, but I decided against it in the end. Hang on 1 second. I just needed to check on my puppy. It's like looking after a child. She'd managed to find my mum's watch and was chewing it. Oh well. She's not. The thing is we're more slack upstairs because she's not normally, allowed to be up here, or can get up here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this audio to oblivion. I'll probably still keep in most of it, but the amount of times I've paused it already, and yeah, it's just going to be a bad voiceover, so I'm sorry for that in advance. Something that surprises me is that a lot of the rugs that we've gotten, like these, maybe it's because they've wanted to put them like in the middle of the tiles rather than actually to the edges, but like you can just press Alt key if you want it in the middle, but there's like the empty spaces on either side. Like I've noticed that with a few of them, and actually when you size them up, the empty spaces aren't proportionate to the size. Does that make any sense? Like the side that, like, the gap on the edge actually gets smaller as you size it up, which is a bit weird to me. I thought that it would all be proportionate, but it's not, which is odd. I don't know how that stuff works. I go a little bit overboard on these lights, but I feel like it kind of ties everything together, and it was easy. It was really easy interior just to be able to replicate something over and over again and do those lights everywhere, because I felt like it filled up the space. I feel like it's like when you're doing a house, you can fill up with all these different types of things and rooms. And what, Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Found a plastic bag. Hey, you found a plastic bag. But it's easier to fill up like houses with all the different rooms and all the different furniture and stuff. But like, this is a restaurant, so what can you do with it other than do tables and chairs, So it was nice to be able to fill that space anyway. So I've done also inside like a seating area where I thought, because otherwise if your Sims own this restaurant, which I don't recommend because it's going to be extortionate, but If they own the restaurant, then they actually have somewhere to sit down, because you can't sit down at the tables unless you book them, which is kind of annoying. But it means that this can also kind of be like a lounge or social sort of venue. And here I'm round the corner. Originally I was going to put it in this like front bit where the triangle is, but I do it round in the corner instead, which is like a music venue, like a stage and stuff. And then also there's like a area where your Sims can busk if they want to. So there's both of those things, which I thought added a quite nice sort of thing to the area. We've also got these lounge chairs because I thought like it would be like a restaurant that you might spend the day at, like you might go for the pool and then just so happen to eat there too. And because I think I'm gonna call it like Infinity Cafe, and that's what I want it to be, like a really, really high-end cafe. That's what I wanted it to be, like more of like a social club kind of thing. I don't know. I thought could just be more versatile as a lot that way anyway. But yeah, I hope that you guys like it, and I hope that your Sims manage to find areas where they can reach the side of the pool and not drown, because that's always a nice thing as well, because I've cluttered up this quite a lot. So they probably are going to go to the other side and almost kill themselves by standing up on the edge and then walking all the way back round instead of swimming through. I don't know. Hang on one second. I think my puppy again is trying to go downstairs. This is a nightmare. Hang on one second. Back again. I am sorry to ruin your day with this story, but you might not want to listen. So my mum is a gardener, so she has to work outside, and so she has a waterproof jacket because this is England and it's rainy and it's cold. She's obviously come home and it was dirty and muddy, so she didn't want to put it in with the rest of the washing, otherwise it would get mud all over it and be more difficult to wash. So she put it in the corner, and I walked in to find Chutney sitting on it, and I thought, oh okay, that's fine. And then I go and give her a cuddle, and I'm like, Chutney, why are you wet? She'd peed all over the jacket, and then was sitting in it playing with one of my socks. Oh, for God's sake. And she peed on my socks, like not only the sock that she was playing with, the ones I was wearing too. So I've just had to mop everything up, wash the jacket, take her downstairs, and also wash my socks. So, and I've left this recording the whole time, so it's going to be even more difficult to edit now. But yeah, that's a nightmare. And I was hoping to get this video done before I had to go to work, but I don't think that's going to happen. At least I'll be able to just record it, I guess. But yeah, oh my goodness, that's not very nice. Not very nice. Oh, I just can't get over how silly she is. I guess the thing is everyone loves puppies and everyone talks about how cute they are, and she is amazingly cute and I love her to pieces, but puppies aren't fun to look after. Points. I still love her though. I've put her downstairs and close the door so she can't come back upstairs and cause more havoc, so I can actually finish this video and then get ready for work. Oh my goodness, I don't even know how I'm going to fit all of this in. I'm going to have to like frantically get ready. I'm supposed to leave in a quarter of an hour, and I've still got some of this video still left to go, so maybe I might cut it short. I haven't talked about the build at all. This is just Chronicles of Zoe trying to look after her puppy while her puppy is causing havoc around the house. I can't wait until she's potty trained. I think the thing is we've been trying to teach her to pee on a mat, because so that, you know, like this is the place that you pee, and then you take that mat and put it outside, and it's look, now this is the place you pee, and then you can gradually learn, like teach them to pee outside. Well, she saw the jacket on the floor and thought, because actually our house is pretty clean. There isn't a lot of mess anywhere. She saw the mat on the coat on the floor and went, "Ah, that must be a mat. I know, I'll pee on that." Oh. Okay, so what we learned from this situation is, first, in my bedroom, I need to put away my washing after I clean it straight away and not keep it in the wash basket. Secondly, we need to be more careful where we leave our things, even if we're tired coming home from work. And thirdly, possibly we just need to keep that door shut all the time so she doesn't come upstairs and destroy everything. Oh, because we tried to, like, I tried putting up, like, I stacked a whole load of items on, because we've got one of those L-shaped stairs, so I try and stack, like, a whole load of items so that she can't, like, yoga mats and stuff like that, so she can't get over it, but she managed to anyway. We're going into the screenshots, I haven't done them yet, but anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you again soon.